is Jessica from Peace Love Books, and today I'm here with a reading vlog that I'm very excited to do. It is a collab with Tori, but I think I'm going to turn this into a series on my channel, so stay tuned for that. But we picked each other's TBRs. I am going to turn this into a series where my Booktube besties pick me 3 books, and it's a battle of the besties. So I am friends with so many people on Booktube, and I thought it'd be really fun to do this and have different creators pick me 3 books I think I'll love, and I will give them points. I got this idea from Meg with Books. She does her Booktube twin test, and she has people actually submit videos to her, which I did not do with Tori. She just gave me 3 books. I gave her 3 books, and she gives them a ranking. So every star rating is a point. So if she gives a book 5 stars, it's 5 points, and out of 3 books, it's out of 15. And so if they get a 15, that is like the holy grail creator. So high expectations here because Tori is one of my super close friends. I love her so much. We talk every day, and we've gotten to see each other so much this year, and I'm going to see her twice more this year and a lot more next year. And so I love her so much, and we have mostly similar reading tastes. There's some books that we very much disagree on, but we do have pretty similar reading tastes to one another. So she has recommended me 3 books, and I'm going to put together a total, and that is going to be her score, and we will compare how she does to my other friends here on Booktube. So I love Tori so much from Live a Novel Life. I don't even know if I said her channel name, but check her out. She will link down below. Check out her video. I'm very nervous to see what she thinks of the books I recommended. She better like them. But the 3 books she recommended were all 3 books that are already on my TBR. I know she loved them. The first one is the first one I'm going to read, which I'm very excited for. My friend Carrie from Books for Romance actually gave this to me for my birthday at a Polycon. It is Bright Like Wildfire by Juliet Cross. If you guys have been watching me, you know I'm obsessed with small town romances lately. So this is a small town romance. I believe it's this author's first small town romance, and Juliet Cross is actually Jessen's aunt from Jess and Ree's Romance. I love Jessen too. I got to meet Juliet and see Jessen at the signing, and so this is signed to me, which is super sweet. So I love it so much, and Juliet was super fabulous when I met her. She's also a teacher just like I am. This one takes place in New Orleans, which is the main reason why Tori loved it, because Tori grew up in New Orleans. I think her mom is from New Orleans as well, and so this one I'm very excited to read, and I don't know anything else about it but that it's a small town romance. So this is probably going to be the first one I read, possibly. I'm starting this vlog literally when I go back to school. I'm a teacher, so like I said, I am starting back full-time. I have a very ambitious TBR for going back to work full-time when I've had the summer off. But Tori initially picked 2 500-page books, and I was like, yeah, that's not gonna happen. So she chose a different one for the other 500-page book, but the long one she chose was Ivy by Will and Ash. This one has been on my TBR I think before Tori even read it, and then Tori read it and absolutely loved it, and so I'm really excited. Will and Ash is actually Devney Perry's pen name, and I'm obsessed with Devney Perry right now. I'm reading her entire backlist, and so I'm really excited to read her pen name as Will and Ash. This one is a new adult, and all I know is that they are in college. We have lots of viewpoints going on, and they keep a lot of secrets. So very excited to read this one. Hopefully I read it quickly because it is a very hefty book. And then the next one I have to look up because I was talking to her yesterday during our reading sprints that we did on her channel, and I was like, I don't even know what the title is of the book you want me to read because it's in a series where every book has just one word differently. It's Michelle Hurd's series, so let me pull up my Kindle Unlimited. As she was talking to me, I pulled it up and got it from KU because I was like, I'm gonna forget which one it is. She recommends Owned by a Sinner. So I think I had Taken by a Sinner already, but I think Owned by a Sinner is not book 1, but I'm pretty sure they can be read as standalones, and I remember when Tori read this, she was obsessed. So let me open it on Goodreads. This is book 2. She told me I could read it out of order, so I'm going to trust her. And this one says that she lands the job of a lifetime, and he's the head of the Irish Mafia, and he takes her under his wing. That's all I know. It says it's a standalone Irish Mafia romance, and so I'm pretty sure it's kind of short too. It's not even 300 pages. I was like, perfect. I need that because I am gonna be busy. So this one is also just under 300 pages. So I'm very excited to read these 3. All 3 very different genres, but, or like subgenres of romance, but I trust Tori and her taste. Is she gonna be a 15 out of 15? Are we gonna set the bar high in this series? I don't know, but I'm excited to see how these go. Check out Tori's video to see what I picked for her to read. They are some of my favorite books that I'm like, you gotta read these. And she has read so many of my favorite books already though, so hopefully she enjoys these as well. But yeah, follow Tori if you haven't yet. I love her, but I'm gonna go and start these books and hopefully have a good first week back at school. We will see.
Is that Mr. C? Hi, baby. Come on.
I miss Lily. Hello everybody, it is actually Tuesday. I didn't talk to you at all yesterday. I went back to work and yesterday was a long day. I had a lot to get done and I had to film a video yesterday because it was a wrap up and I'm so busy this week and it's just like really a lot of an adjustment to get back into work as Mr. Stars comes back in my lap. I miss my puppies every day. Anyways, yesterday I had a lot going on and so I did start the ebook for Owned by a Sinner and I'm really enjoying it so far. I am reading it on my runs because I'm back to running on the treadmill after school, which was a little rough today. I'm someone who needs an empty stomach when I run. I know it's weird. I usually in the summer I got up, first thing I did was go for a run. I didn't eat anything. I drank some water beforehand, but even then I can't drink too much water. And so I loved it, but I'm not getting up before I wake up at 5:30 to get to my school by like 7:05. So I shower in the morning, I get ready in the morning and take care of the dogs and eat breakfast. So I can't run until after school during the school work week. So yesterday was fine. I read Owned by a Sinner and then I filmed beforehand and then I had reading sprints with my members yesterday. So yesterday was a busy day and then today they finally came out to fix our garbage disposal in our kitchen. I got a new kitchen a couple weeks ago, but they put the garbage disposal on the small side of the sink and the way we use our sink, we wanted it on the big side because we put like our drying dishes in the small side of the sink unless we need to use it to like soak something. And it's because we have a pretty small kitchen. We don't want to waste space air drying things. We have a lot of things that we air dry. So we've wanted that changed for like 2 weeks now and they finally, well it's like 2.5 by this point. They finally came out to fix it and it took almost 2 hours and complained the whole time, which I'm like, guys, you told us it was fixable. We asked if it was and that we really prefer it that way. And then they complained the entire time they were doing it, which was kind of like annoying to hear as the customer because like we could hear them the whole time. And they fixed it, they figured it out. It's done, but now it's like 6 and I didn't even get to see my sister today because she went to work and she worked yesterday. And so I did work out when I got home though and read more, but we got a box lunch for free as teachers and it was like a sub and potato salad and chips and a cookie and it was really good. But I had to work out today because I can't work out tomorrow and I can't work out Friday and I like to work out 5 days a week. So I ran today and I felt like I was gonna puke the whole time. Oh my God, because I had such a big lunch and I ate at 12:30 and I ran at 4. So today has been like a little rough. This is literally the first time I've been able to sit down and just relax. No one's in my house. I'm not working out. I'm not doing anything. I'm not in charge of anything. So this is the first time I've gotten to sit down with my puppies because they were locked in my sister's room because we had people in our house. It has just been a stressful few days. And tomorrow I have a 12-hour workday because it's open house from 5 to 7. And technically like our workday ends at 2:45. I would have to be back to school by 5, but what, that's about 2 hours. I live 35 minutes away. I'm not gonna spend all that time going home and come back. So like I have to stay at school. It's gonna be a long day, but I have read 40% of Owned by a Sinner now because it's pretty short. In my 35 minutes on the treadmill, because I run and then I walk for a few minutes, and I got 20% done in 35 minutes. Normally in a longer book, I get like 10-12% done, so I'm flying through this and I really love Liam. Finally getting to talk about this book. I'm sorry I'm complaining about my life. I'm just a little stressed out right now, but Liam is just so kind and I think was her name Kiara? I don't remember. So she got a job as a receptionist. She didn't go to college and she's really excited about this new job. She wants to save money. She wants to get a better apartment and she does not know her father works for the mafia. Her mom, the prologue was like her mom got pregnant. Dad was like, but I'm in the mafia. And the mom was like, excuse me, and like they don't tell her that her dad's in the mafia, so she gets a job with this company that's actually a secret company of the mafia. Like the mafia is using it to funnel money through, but it's still like a legitimate business. They're just like not completely legitimate. And so she gets a job there, but then the guy's stepbrother is like a super awful. His name is Finn. Liam absolutely hates him, wants to kill him. Finn decides he wants Kiara and he is like, you're gonna be mine or else I'll kill your mom. And so it's very hard to watch because Kiara is very anxious and she's literally being abused and assaulted by this man and almost raped. Like definite trigger warnings for sexual assault and rape because very graphic on page, and she feels like a connection to Liam though, like she can trust him, but she doesn't give in to him yet. But I really like Liam. He can't be touched and I I really like that in a dark romance. And he is just very kind though. Like he's very kind to her father. I don't want to spoil anything there, but he's also very kind to her. And he's like, if you need anything, let me know. And he's so intrigued by her. And I really like it where the love interest is just different than other people in their lives. So I'm really enjoying it. It's going by very fast. Like I'm already 40% in and we haven't had any romantic connection or interaction between them. I mean like they touched and he was like, oh, it didn't bother me yet. But like, that's really it so far. I haven't really interacted too much and I'm already almost halfway through the book, but I really like it so far. I just really like Liam. He's like a very respected boss and he's not like the bad guy. Like he is not forcing himself on Kiara. He wants to take care of her and he can tell that she's being taken advantage of in some way and he's trying to figure out how, but I'm really, really enjoying it. But I do have to finish, it's not for this vlog, I have to finish this thriller tonight. I have like 150 pages left. I have to edit a wrap up tonight and then I'll be like caught up on videos for the next like week and a half. So I just have to get through today and I'll be good. But yeah, that's really everything I have to update you on. So I am gonna go edit this video. I do have both babies with me. They're so cute. They have slept all day and then got locked in my sister's bedroom for more. So they've been troopers today. Darcy literally just wants to cuddle. That's what makes her happy. So we're gonna cuddle and I'm gonna give them all my attention tonight. I'm gonna go. Maybe I'll sneak in some reading time tomorrow during my extra time, though I have a lot of planning I still need to do for the beginning of the school year, like planning out next week. I have stuff planned out this week. Our first full day is Friday, so Thursday's just the freshman, but it's gonna be a long week. Like, how's it only Tuesday? I don't know. You guys probably don't want to hear me complain about my job, but yeah, that's what I'm doing, and I will chat with you guys later. Hello everybody, hopefully you cannot hear the neighbor. They're mowing their lawn. I just mowed mine today, so I feel like we always like they mow, I mow, they mow, because we like don't want to look too long next to the neighbors who just mowed. But I have finished a book officially. It is Thursday. One more day of work this week. Just adjusting back to work is just so exhausting. I was falling asleep reading at 6:30. And I fell asleep at 9:30 last night. I need to get used to waking up at 5:30 again, really like 5:15. I've been getting to work early every day just to get back in the gist of things, but tomorrow's the first full day with kids, so excited to see my sophomores. But I did finish Owned by a Sinner. I'm giving it 3.5 stars. I loved the beginning. I loved the premise. The heroine got a job. She didn't know her dad worked for the mafia. Her job is with the mafia, but it's with their company, and she's being harassed by one of the guys. Definite trigger warnings for sexual harassment and sexual assault. And he is a stepbrother to the guy who owns it, and he doesn't like to be touched, but for some reason he can be touched by her. And she is brutally attacked by someone, and it has caretaking, it has touch or you die. It's slow burn, but then it turns immediately into insta-love. The last 50% I just like didn't super care for. I wasn't in love with the romance because it was so insta-love, and I feel like all the pieces were there, but they were very surface level. So like her dad, we didn't really get to know as much, and her mom, I feel like we didn't really get to know, and why he doesn't like to be touched, we didn't really get to explore that, or how he would have relationships with people. We didn't really explore her past. Why hasn't she had a boyfriend in 2 years? What has she been up to in the past, like before getting this job? And then what's drawing them together besides their physical connection? I don't know, she feels safe with him, but they never really talked of anything really of substance either. So I just feel like everything was very surface level, and I wanted just a little bit more with everything. It just feels like the author like knew what they wanted to write, but not like how to fully execute it. So I just was left wanting a little bit more. I didn't feel as like into these characters or connected to them, because like I said, it felt very surface level. And then we had like 3 epilogues, and I was so over it by the end. I thought we'd have a little bit more suspense. What caused the suspense was kind of annoying on the heroine's part, because she wasn't smart about it, and it was all her fault in the end of them like getting in trouble, which I find annoying when the heroine's so naive and her decision, which you know is not smart, ends up getting them into trouble. So it was just okay. Like I said, I love the beginning premise. It was so good. Like up to like 40%, I was super into this, and then it kind of like weaned off for me. But yeah, I'm gonna read some of Juliet Cross's next. I got like 10 pages in before I fell asleep at like 9:30 last night. But I'm heading up to Cleveland to visit my brother on Saturday, so I hopefully will get a lot of reading done in the car. I want to finish a lot of the Juliet Cross though today and tomorrow. I do have my interview though with Elizabeth O'Rourke that I'm really excited for, and that's really all I have. I showed you a little bit of my classroom. It's all set. I'm excited to meet my students, get a new year started. Lily, I will be there in 1 second, sweetie. I just let her out. So that's everything that's going on. I feel like when I have school back, I'm like, nothing's really happening. I did work out today. That's where I got a lot of my reading done. And then I sat on the couch after dinner and after my sister went to work and got a lot more reading done with my puppies. They're being super cuddly. Look at Mr. C. They miss me during the day, and I miss them during the day. Like, I wish I could bring my puppies to work with me, because I love them and I miss them. But ready to start a new school year, and then thank goodness it's the weekend, because I am exhausted from working a full week of work. Just coming back to work is exhausting until I can get back in the swing of things. So that's all that's really going on, and I have to get this video done by Monday, which hopefully I can, because I have only done 1 book and I only have 3 days, and then I have to read 2 more. But I'm gonna read a lot tonight, and I will chat with you guys probably tomorrow. Hello, I don't remember where I last updated you. This vlog has been going on for so long. I'm in my bedroom now. I don't remember where I was last time, if I was on the couch in my bedroom, I don't know. But today is Saturday. I have finished another book, so that's exciting. I got to go to Cleveland today, so I had a 2-hour car drive up there and 2 hours back. I got to meet my brand new nephew. He is 4 days old as of today, so he was adorable. I got to see him for a few hours, got to see my brother and his wife. I'm an aunt for the first time, so that was super exciting. And I got to finish the Juliet Cross book today, and I'm giving it 4 stars. I thought it was a super cute small town romance. I don't know how Juliet Cross's other books are, but like the steamy scenes were very long, like pages and pages long, and I was like kind of getting bored with them by the end, because it was all about how they had such a like explosive connection. She hated him for something dumb he did in elementary school, and then they like quickly got over it. And so a lot of it had to deal with her trauma of her dad abandoning her when she was younger, and just trusting him and like being vulnerable with him. He was the one who was like all in, which I really love in a hero, how the hero's the one who's like, I want this and I want you, and it's the heroine who's kind of like, I don't know, because we like a vulnerable hero, and they revolved around them like being in a play together. And I love when the 2 characters have to like act like a couple in like a play or a movie, and then like they start falling for each other and like kind of deal with their feelings through the production as well. So it was really cute. I enjoyed it. Like I said, I wasn't the biggest fan of the extended scenes, and I do think they got together a little too quickly. Like there wasn't a lot of angst really until the end. It was just like a super sweet small town romance. So definitely excited to try out more from Juliet Cross, but this was not really a 5-star read. I just like keep on thinking, maybe it's because I read it right after Magnolia Parks by Jessa Hastings, but like nothing is comparing to my emotions reading that book, and I just want a book to kill me right now, and this is not a book that will do that. This is a book that you're gonna read if you just want a sweet, really fun, kind of enemies to lovers, more like hate to love on her part, very explosive chemistry, kind of small town romance. And it did take place in Louisiana, which was fun, and it was cute. Like, that's all I can say about it. So it was a cute, fun read. I give it 4 stars because that is what it is, and I just like need something to kill me right now though. Like, I want to just jump right back into that series by Jessa Hastings and reads books 2 and 3 because I just want to be like wholly consumed and immersed by a book and obsessed with it. I wasn't just like excited to read it. I read it and it was really good, but I have high hopes for this next one. So I started Ivy. I'm like 10 pages in. It feels very kind of Gossip Girly and kind of like YA at the moment. So hopefully it kind of ages up a little bit because she seems very, very naive and young. But it starts out with our heroine, Cassie, I think was her name. She shows up at this like mansion and she's like, oh, I'm supposed to be staying here, but like, I don't think this is right. I'm only paying $400 a month in rent. Like, what's happening? And this girl comes out. She's like, oh, yes, welcome. I actually don't need the money. I just want a roommate. So that's why it's so cheap. And like, here's all these things. And so she's very confused. The one heroine is. And then we have this other girl come in and say like, oh, you're here. You're like the new target, huh? And she's like, what are you talking about? And she's like, you're here for the game or something. So it was like super creepy so far, but she definitely feels, it feels YA. Hopefully, like I said, it feels more new adult than YA. We get a little bit more age up in the characters, but it's definitely creepy so far. I'm like, what is happening? What is going on? And I've been noticing, it's weird, I've been noticing a lot more when books are third person versus first person, and I do prefer first person because I'm like, how do we know this about this character? And it's just like, it's changing perspectives but in third person, and there's no like labels on the chapter, so it's kind of hard to remember like, oh wait, I'm following this person now. So I would have preferred to have first person with this one, but we'll see how it goes. I've never been someone who really noticed that, but now I've been noticing it, which is very odd. I think it's because most of what I read is first person, that since it switched out, I'm just like, wait a second, what is happening? So tomorrow is Sunday. I plan on reading a ton of this tonight. It's 8:15 now. I want to get through a lot, hopefully half. I always say that and end up falling asleep, but I won't let myself lay down. I'm gonna hopefully read half of this and then the other half tomorrow. I don't have too much to go on tomorrow. I do want to rearrange my sewing area, so I might get a new bookcase to put my fabric in. So we'll see if I end up doing that. I don't know, I just like want it to look nicer there and more organized. So I got some stuff to organize my fabric and stuff, and I want to get like a nicer office chair. Okay, so there is this TikTok I saw, my sister saw it too, so you might have seen it, of this girl who said it's the perfect office chair to sit cross-legged, like crisscross applesauce, pretzel, whatever you want to call it, and it looks amazing. It's $200 on Amazon, and I'm very tempted to get it because I want to work more in my kind of like office area in my house. I never do though because my dogs want all the attention, but I feel like I want like a nicer area where I could do my work and stuff. So I have a MacBook, so I literally sit on the couch with Darcy in my lap whenever I'm working on stuff. But it'd be nice because I don't like sitting at the kitchen table. It'd be nice to have like an area where I really love working. So I might do that. I don't know. I don't want to take the plunge and buy the chair just yet, but it has such good reviews and looks so comfortable. So we'll see. I'm gonna get like a $30 bookcase from Target, and then I ordered some magazine things that you use to wrap fabric around. They're like magazine like stabilizers or something, and you really, it just like had reviews, and all the reviews were for quilters, and they were like, this is what I use for my fabric. So I bought a pack of 100 of those, and I'm gonna use that to wrap my fabric and put them in the shelf. So right now they're literally in stacks on my desk. That's how I organize my fabric. So I want it to look a little nicer up there. So that's my plan. But yeah, so I might go to Target tomorrow, we'll see, and hang out tomorrow. Make sure all the laundry's done. My sister started that today, and film a couple videos, and that's all I got. So I will go ahead and get reading, and up to you guys tomorrow. Is Miss Lily coming in here? Hi, sweetie. Hey guys, it is currently Sunday. I am 150 pages into Ivy, and I'm really enjoying it. Miss Lily, she's super tired. So she was at my parents' house all day yesterday. She was like locked away in her kennel for 6 hours. We don't put our dogs in a kennel at my house because my dogs are really good and never try to get anything when they're at my house, but at my parents' house they do have more stuff that the dogs can get into, and so we put my dogs away while they stayed there. And since we had them over for the morning, took them on a walk, they ran around before we headed to Cleveland yesterday. Lily though has been exhausted. Even though she spent 6 hours sleeping yesterday, she, I guess, went crazy the other times that she was there with their dogs. So she's been sleeping in my bed all day, but I'm 150 pages into Ivy. I'm hoping to get a lot further. It is 12:20 right now. I have to finish today, but I just got done filming a couple of videos, so I thought I'd update you, and I'm really, really enjoying it. There's so many like secrets. I mean, I think that's pretty obvious from the synopsis and the title, but so many different things that are hidden. Someone's killed someone before, someone has a really secret past, and someone's hooking up with someone's brother, someone is in love with someone else, and they play games with each other, and it's messy, and there's like family secrets as well, and I'm really enjoying it. And they keep secrets from each other, the three girls. The two were supposed to be best friends, Alora and Ivy, but things get a little messy, and I'm really enjoying it. And like, I feel like all of them kind of have love triangles, because like they kind of hook up with people, but then they're kind of liking other people, and you're like, but who's gonna be together in the end? I don't even know who I want you to be with. So I'm having a lot of fun reading this so far, and I still have a lot to go. Like, I'm 150 pages in, and I still have 350 pages left, but hopefully I can read all that today. I think I can. I don't know how long it'll take me, but I'm gonna truck through this book, and hopefully it continues being as juicy and exciting as it is so far. Loving the romances. It's definitely new adult. It's not YA. The heroine, the first one, Cassia, just felt kind of YA, but people are hooking up, people are getting in messy situations, people are uncovering secrets about their family and loved ones, so it's getting good, and I'm excited to see where the story goes. So I'll probably update you when I'm like around 50% and see how it's going.
Hi. Do you like your tail? Yeah, I saw it. I saw your tail wag. We're gonna talk about this after we say hi to Miss Darcy. Hi, sweetie. You're so little face.
Hello everybody, it is currently 5:40 on Sunday. I finished the book. I was reading pretty much all day, and I finished the entire thing. Miss Lily slept the entire time next to me. She's so cute. And I loved it. I am giving it 5 stars. I could not put this book down, and it kind of gave me vibes of Magnolia Parks, not like to the extent, but we had 3 people in 3 very messy relationships, and none of them were friends with each other, and I thought that was really funny because Cassia moved in with Ivy and Alora, or I think her name was Alora, and Ivy are like kind of friends, kind of like frenemies. Like, they have stuff on each other that they threaten each other with, but it was really good. I thought all 3 romances were like super, super strong. I was obsessed with Alora and Zane for a while, and then I was really into Cassia's romance, and then I even really started liking Ivy's romance. Ivy's definitely the most unlikable character in here. She is not a good person, and she admits it, but there were like a lot of secrets that were being kept, like family secrets or pasts they had. Ivy had a really big secret she was keeping from a lot of people that was really eating away at her, and Cassia did too. So know that this does deal with a lot of serious topics. So we have death of loved ones, we have drug abuse, we have assault and abuse, and a lot of different things in here that these characters go through. But I loved that we got to see all the characters, and I loved all their storylines. Like, I was never bored. I was never wishing we could go back to someone else. I loved them. I loved how their stories intertwined and how Ivy was dealing with a lot. And I liked how Ivy, Alora, and Cassia were such different characters, and their romances were so different. We've got an age gap. We've got a kind of forbidden one. We have one where it's brother's best friend. So lots of different tropes in here. It was so good. Super, super steamy. I feel like this is a lot steamier than her Devney Perry stuff, in my opinion, with all 3 of the characters, all their romances, and I had a fun time reading it. I think that they had such great chemistry with their love interests, and I was rooting for them, and none of their romances were easy. They all had breakups, they all had fights, they all had reasons why they didn't want to be together, and trust issues, and I really enjoyed it. We had other characters coming in too, and it was so much fun. Like, it was 500 pages. I didn't even realize it was 500 pages. I flew through this book, and I loved it. It had so much drama, definitely very angsty, and if you want something that's like really gonna keep you on your toes and keep you wanting to keep on reading, like, I literally read all but 50 pages in one day. I read 450 pages today alone, and I feel like I did not spend that much time reading because I was so engrossed in their story. So thank you to Tori for forcing me to read this finally. It's been on my shelves since it came out, and I haven't read it because I was intimidated by the length, but I know she was obsessed with this. This was her favorite read of like June or something whenever it came out. So thank you, Tori, for recommending this one to me. But so overall, Tori's points I haven't been updating the points, but she has 12.5 points, which is very impressive. 12.5 out of 15. I think that this was a great friend to start with, even though I was gonna do this vlog anyways before I even decided to do this challenge. But Tori reads such great romances, and I am nervous to see her thoughts on all the books that I told her to read. I know the ratings she gave all of them, so I'm excited to see like her thought process as she was reading them, because I've asked her along the way like, what do you think of this and what do you think of this? But I definitely think this one is the winner of this vlog and one of my favorites of the month probably. I just really had a fun time reading this, and I loved all of the romances. So absolute 5-star read for this one. I'm so excited to read more by Will and Ash. I loved it. I had one miss and one really sweet small town romance that I loved. So overall, I really had fun doing this vlog. Make sure you check out Tori's video. Give her a follow if you haven't yet, and I will be coming back at you in a couple weeks with round 2 to see how other people compare to Tori. I feel like we had a really strong start of reading books that I really enjoyed and had a lot of fun with, especially considering we had a 5-star read. That was so good. So yes, I hope you enjoyed this vlog. Like I said, check out Tori. Thank you so much to Tori for choosing my TBR. And that's all I have. As always, thank you so much for watching and have a good day. Bye.